what Sakshi Malik said.
दूसरा ये कि मतलब क्या बोलोगे मीटिंग में?
हमारी मांग तो सेम ही है, गिरफ्तार करो जो बताया तो था सुबह। सही है, ओपन होगा सब, जो भी होगा पब्लिक को पता चलना चाहिए कि सरकार ने क्या रखा है, हमारी क्या मांग है। हम फैसला तभी लेंगे जब हम अपना जो आज गवर्नमेंट हमें देगी कि क्या क्या मानने वाली है, वो हम अपने जो ग्राम पंचायत जो है जुड़े हुए हैं हमारे साथ संगठन सारे, उनको पहले दिखाएंगे कि सरकार ने ये फैसला ये किया है और क्या हमें मानना चाहिए या नहीं मानना चाहिए। अगर हमें नहीं पसंद आया तो हम ही मना कर देंगे। जब उनकी तरफ से हो जाएगा ना ठीक है, गवर्नमेंट ठीक दे रही है, तो ही एग्री होगा। दिखाएंगे कि सरकार ने ये फैसला ये किया है और क्या हमें मानना चाहिए या नहीं मानना चाहिए। अगर हमें नहीं पसंद आया तो हम ही मना कर देंगे। बाकी अगर हमें ठीक लगा और हम फिर बताएंगे, और जब उनकी तरफ से हो जाएगा ना ठीक है, गवर्नमेंट ठीक दे रही है, तो ही एग्री होगा। यूँ नहीं है कि चुपचाप करके हम कुछ भी मान लेंगे या ले लेंगे।
तो आज की मीटिंग में ये खाप पंचायत या फार्मर लीडर्स भी होंगे साक्षी, तुम लोगों के तरफ से?
नहीं, हम सिर्फ जा रहे हैं, हम और कोशिश, लेकिन जो भी गवर्नमेंट अपनी तरफ से दिखाएगी या देगी वो हम सब दिखाएंगे कि ये उन्होंने मांगने को बोला है।
अच्छा, तो
है कि हम रेसलर्स और कोचेस लेके और बैठ जाएंगे।
अच्छा, और मतलब आप लोग चाह रहे हो कि जो मीटिंग हो वो मीडिया के सामने हो, पब्लिक के सामने आए?
हाँ, पब्लिक के सामने बिल्कुल आनी चाहिए कि सरकार ये बातें रख रही है, हम ये रख रहे हैं, क्योंकि जो समर्थक है उनके बीच में ये जा रहा है कि हम चुपचाप बातें कर रहे हैं सरकार से, जो कि गलत है, जो कि मतलब नहीं हम ऐसा कर रहे हैं। हम सब कुछ ओपन अप रखेंगे कि मीडिया को से लेके और आम पब्लिक से लेके और सभी संगठनों से लेके सबको पता चलना चाहिए कि सरकार क्या दे रही है और हमने क्या एक्शन किया।
अच्छा, और
अकेले फैसला नहीं लेंगे।
Karishma is joining us with more details. Karishma, you spoke to Sakshi Malik. She's made it absolutely clear that, our demands remain the same as far as the arrest is concerned. And depending on what the government's response is, we will decide our next move.
Well, it's absolutely, Swati. Sakshi Malik has made it clear that they're not going to just blindly accept whatever the Sports Ministry or the Government of India is going to offer them in this meeting with the Sports Minister. They are going to consult it with their farmer leaders, with the Khap Panchayats, because they believe that it is those leaders that have supported them from the very beginning, since the 23rd of April, when they decided to sit at Jantar Mantar in protest against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. And Sakshi Malik also making it very, very clear that the demands are going to be the same, that arrest Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, clean the sport of wrestling in India, and also conduct fair elections of the Wrestling Federation of India. These are the demands that the wrestlers are going to put across. But very importantly, Sakshi Malik making it clear that the decision will take place only after they have consulted with the senior leaders that have supported them in this protest, whether it's the Khap Panchayats, whether it's the farmer leaders. We've seen the involvement of Rakesh Tiket, Naresh Tiket in this wrestlers protest. They have made decisions for the protesting wrestlers as well. In fact, it was Naresh Tiket that influenced them to not immerse their medals in River Ganga as well. So that becomes very, very important. And very importantly, in January, when the meeting between Sports Minister and the wrestlers had happened, wrestlers had said that they had felt betrayed because their demands weren't met, and that they were forced to come to a decision and do a press conference at late at night at about 2 a.m. So all of that being kept in mind by the wrestlers and deciding that they will have an open meeting, not behind closed doors. They want everything out in the open, whatever is discussed between the wrestlers and the Sports Minister.
Right. Earlier we also spoke to Brij Bhushan. Remember the allegations that have been leveled against him, and as far as this particular meeting between the Sports Minister and wrestlers is concerned, Brij Bhushan says that he is only waiting for the police report. Let's listen into that conversation as well.
सर, अनुराग ठाकुर जी ने कल रात को ट्वीट किया, उन्होंने कहा कि एक बार फिर से वो रेसलर्स को बुलाएंगे मुलाकात करने के लिए और हर पहलू पर बातचीत करने के लिए तैयार है। किस तरीके से सर देखते हैं इस पूरी मुलाकात को और एक और पहल को?
नहीं, मेरा क्या, उससे कोई मेरा संबंध नहीं है। बुलाएंगे भी, रेसलर हैं, वो मंत्री हैं, मिल ही सकते हैं, क्या उसमें दिक्कत है?
सर स्टेटस को रिपोर्ट का इंतजार करेंगे। 48 घंटों में बताया जा रहा है कि दिल्ली पुलिस सबमिट कर सकती है।
मैं तो इंतजार ही कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ जी,
मेरा कोई कमेंट नहीं है।
सर अनुराग ठाकुर जी ने कल रात को ट्वीट किया। उन्होंने कहा कि एक बार फिर से वो रेसलर्स को बुलाएंगे मुलाकात करने के लिए और हर पहलू पर बातचीत करने के लिए तैयार है। किस तरीके से सर देखते हैं इस पूरी मुलाकात को और एक और पहल को?
नहीं, मेरा क्या, उससे कोई मेरा संबंध नहीं है। बुलाएंगे, रेसलर है, वो मंत्री है, मिल ही सकते हैं, क्या उसमें दिक्कत है?
सर स्टेटस को रिपोर्ट का इंतजार करेंगे। 48 घंटों में बताया जा रहा है कि दिल्ली पुलिस सबमिट कर सकती है।
मैं तो इंतजार ही कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ जी,
मेरा कोई कमेंट नहीं है।
Aishwarya joins us now. Aishwarya, the wrestlers are pushing for an open meeting with the sports minister. They've made it clear that they're going to put forward their demands, and depending upon the government's reaction, the next move will be decided. As far as Mr. Brijbhushan is concerned, he's waiting for the police report, the status report of the investigation to be filed, and he says he's not concerned about the meeting.
Well, that's the stand which has been made by Brijbhushan Sharan Singh. He has been categorically stating that Anurag Thakur is a minister and he can call wrestlers at any point of time. He has nothing to do with it. But at the same time, Brijbhushan Sharan Singh also denying all the charges which have been made by the wrestlers so far. He had openly stated in the past as well that if found guilty, he will hang himself in public. And therefore, the reason he went on to say that he's also waiting for the status quo report by the Delhi police till the time he had denied all the charges, and he has said that he has no comments to make as far as the charges are leveled against him, but he will be waiting for the Delhi police to submit the report. In the meanwhile, we have seen that how there had been several developments which have taken place as far as legal battle is concerned. There had been the sources which have been clearly stating to us that the minor complaint had re-recorded the statement, and certainly what will be Delhi police action is something that will only get to know after the status quo report will be filed. But on the other side, the sports ministry clearly trying to wrap up this matter, because Anurag Thakur once again calling these wrestlers for a meeting at his residence.
Right. Let's go back to Karishma. Karishma, what is the government at this point of time, the sports minister at this point of time aiming? Because the police is likely to file their status report. Wrestlers maintain that their demands have not changed at all. They are still demanding the arrest of Brijbhushan along with other changes that they want to be made to the Wrestling Federation of India.
Well, yes, absolutely, Swati. Now, let's talk about demand 2 and 3 of the wrestlers that clean the sport of wrestling in India and conduct fair elections of the WFI. This is something that is completely under the control and purview of the sports minister and the sports ministry, and he is, of course, going to tell them that they have formed an ad hoc committee of the Indian Olympic Association that is going to conduct the elections of the WFI, and they will also be given assurances that no tainted person will be in the WFI, or any person who has any sort of case against him will not be allowed to be in the Wrestling Federation of India. So this is something that is going to be managed by the sports ministry. Now, as far as the demand number 1 is concerned, which is to arrest Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, the sports ministry and the sports minister are of course going to assure the wrestlers again that the Delhi police is carrying out a fair investigation into the matter. All the complaints that have been made against Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, 7 complaints are being looked into by the Delhi police, and that they should wait for the investigation to be over before taking any decision with regard to the future of the wrestlers' protest. So we are looking at the sports minister and ministry reaching out to them, handing out an olive branch, and also giving them assurances that everything is happening for the benefit of the wrestlers. Now, if we look at what Sakshi Malik had to say, they are very categorical that they're not going to blindly accept whatever the minister or the ministry or the government of India has to offer. They are going to do due diligence, consultation, and only after that are they willing to agree to accept what the ministry is going to offer to them.
All right, Karishma and Aishwarya, thank you for getting us the details. And now for the benefit of our viewers who are just joining us on the broadcast, let's take you through what has happened so far in this fight, in this tussle between the wrestlers and the WFI. chief. The version versus version fight is escalating day by day. Sources tell Times Now that the police will file a status report in the next 48 hours. This comes after the minor complainant retracted allegations of sexual harassment against BJP MP Brij Bhushan Singh. Sources telling your channel that Brij Bhushan has denied claims made by Vinesh Fogart that she was sexually assaulted by the MP at his Delhi residence between October 16th and 17th in 2017. Sources also reveal that Brij Bhushan claimed that on October 16th, he was attending junior camp in Lucknow, whereas on October 17th, he was attending programs in his Lok Sabha constituency. Now, the Delhi police sources are claiming that they have recorded statements of women wrestlers, plus officials and coaches of the Wrestling Federation as well. We're also given to understand through our sources that the POCSO charge against Brij Bhushan might be dropped in the wake of new developments taking place. Sources suggesting that Delhi police have questioned the BJP MP twice. We're also given to understand the minor wrestler who had accused Bhushan of sexual harassment recorded a fresh statement on June 6th under Section 164 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, retracting allegations of sexual assault. Now, the decision lies on the court to decide if the charges can be pursued, and a trial will decide which statement under Section 164 will be given precedence. The opposition, meanwhile, is asking the centre, what's the compulsion behind shielding Brij Bhushan?
I don't know what exactly she has done, but I'm deeply hurt for the way the approach of the government towards the agitation. Had it been happened in the regime of other political party, in other state, what would have been the stand of the BJP in that?
I don't know. There are contradictory versions. One version says that minor has not been done. Another version says that minor is still holding her position. So I don't know about it, and that unless until it is revealed by the police, and I can't make any comment. If you have any different source that minor has been done, then it's a different. Then I can make the comment accordingly. Maybe that minor is coerced or allured. What are the circumstances?
The three wrestlers who have resumed their jobs after 40 days of protest debunked speculations that the minor victim had withdrawn her complaint against Brij Bhushan.
जो झूठ फैलाया जा रहा है, मैं उसके खंडन के लिए आप लोगों के बीच में आया हूं। ऐसी कोई भी चीज नहीं है, ना तो खिलाड़ियों में कोई दरार आई है और ना किसी खिलाड़ी ने कोई केस वापस लिया है। हम सभी एक साथ हैं और मजबूती के साथ लड़ रहे हैं, लेकिन ये झूठ इसलिए फैलाया जा रहा है कि जो हमारे साथ लोग जुड़े हैं पूरे देश से, उनको हम कैसे गुमराह करके अलग अलग कर सकते हैं। जैसे दिल्ली पुलिस ने और एक न्यूज एजेंसी है ANI, उन्होंने जो अफवाह फैलाई ट्वीट करके कि कोई पुख्ता सबूत नहीं मिला इसलिए केस को बंद कर रहे हैं, तो वो सिर्फ अफवाहें हैं। उन्होंने वो ट्वीट बाद में डिलीट भी कर दिए। अपना सब कुछ दांव पे लगा के हम ये लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये लड़ाई बहन बेटियों की इज्जत और मान सम्मान की लड़ाई है।
With that, we are slipping into a very short break. News and updates will continue. Stay on with us.